I and ours Joshua Morrow on the incredible talent of Sharon Case. HowardWise/TBStudios.com. Simply the best. Joshua Morrow, Nick, on the I and R set with Sharon Case, Sharon. As Young and Restless celebrates the 30th anniversary of one of its most significant leading ladies, Sharon Case, the actor who has worked with her the longest, her on-again, off-again leading man, Joshua Morrow, says that he feels fortunate to have had a front-row seat to her impressive artistry for all these years. Sharon is just such an incredible talent, declares Morrow. I think the Sharon character has been asked to do more on this show than anyone that we have on the canvas. The places they've taken her, the stories she's had to tell, it's just an incredible spectrum, and she just knocks it out of the park. The current arc the show has immersed Sharon in, the character is on a dangerous downward spiral, questing for vengeance regarding the long-ago death of her daughter Cassie and being egged on by the specter she has conjured up of her late tormentor, Cameron Kirsten, is no exception. I can't wait for the fans to see what she does with this storyline with her and Cameron Kirsten and where this is going. Morrow enthuses. I think the fans are really going to love it. Imaginary fiend. Although their own on-camera interaction has been limited, given that Nick cannot actually see Cameron, Morrow was still happy to have Cameron's portrayer, Lyndon Ashby, back on the set. Lyndon's the best man, says Morrow. He's got that sort of southern mentality that I have, too. He's a good dude, just a great guy, you know? He's a guy's guy. When it comes to his work, the actor observes, Lyndon really cares about each beat. He cares about the work so much, and I really admire that about him because how much he cares about his work really shows. He carries it with no ego. He's just really a guy made of good stuff, so I'm a big fan of his, obviously. Morrow has high praise for what Case and Ashby have created in their current storyline. What Sharon and Lyndon have been doing with this storyline is awesome to watch, he proclaims. The fact that he's been conjured up in Sharon's mind and their chemistry together and the way they play off each other. It's just awesome, and it's because of who Sharon is and who Lyndon is. The writers have given them a lot of really cool stuff to play with, and I really love what they're both doing with it. The actor insists he's not jealous that Nick didn't get to be the one to go off the rails, chuckling, I mean, who wouldn't want to work more with Lyndon Ashby? But I feel like Nick is too put together for something like this. So, I'm okay with it, and plus, I feel like what Sharon and Lyndon are doing, if it were shared with someone else, it wouldn't have the impact that it has. And Sharon does such an amazing job of switching from being in control to all of a sudden not being in control, and she does it with a furtive glance or just a look over her shoulder to see Cameron, and I mean, she really knows how to play this so perfectly. So I'm only envious because I don't think I'd be able to do it nearly as well as Sharon is. She's killing it. I'm very proud of her. He adds, don't be expecting anything from me in this story. But Sharon Case absolutely murders the storyline, along with Lyndon. Common ground. Morrow, who joined I and R just a few months before Case was hired, appreciates how special it is to have had the chance to develop the Nick/Sharon relationship over the course of 30 years. Our careers will always be linked because we basically came on at the same time, he observes. And where else but on soaps can you see a 30-year relationship? And that's what this is. Whether they're romantically involved or not, it's a 30-year relationship, and I am just incredibly blessed to be able to share the canvas with her for this long. I'm a big fan of Sharon Case and think she's an awesome talent. Our show is very, very lucky to have her.